Hey everyone, David Rishpan here again with you on YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been following my videos for the past month or so, you will know that I have adopted the Arturia Keylab mk3 as my primary USB MIDI controller of choice. And there are a couple of peculiarities with it, particularly in how it interfaces with Mainstage, that I came across over the past month of use. So if you are using Mainstage at the core of your setups, as I do, and you are looking at getting, or you have just purchased the Arturia Keylab mk3, here's what you need to know. Let's dive into my laptop and check all this stuff out. So the first thing that is extremely important to do is to turn on the Arturia Keylab first before you open any program on your laptop. And you'll see it'll pop up these three options: User, Arturia, or DAW. And you make your choice by pressing the principal knob, the main knob, right here beside the screen. So let's go into DAW mode. I will open Mainstage, and you'll see as I open Mainstage, it recognizes Mainstage 3. However, there is no integration script for Mainstage 3. So while it recognizes it as a DAW, there is none of the functionality that you would get with Logic or Pro Tools or Ableton or any of the other DAWs for which there are integration scripts. So if I go to the Layout tab of Mainstage, you'll see I have all the knobs, or encoders as they're called, by Arturia, and all my faders here, and they have been assigned. Now this, if you're running in DAW mode, is how you need to set them up. The assignment is DAW Keylab 61 Mark III. The type is relative 2's complement, and it is for the encoders, it is the MIDI CC that is in the 90s. You also need to make sure that send value to is set to none. And then the knobs respond as they should, and same thing with the faders. It is the set of MIDI CCs in the 100s. These are set to absolute, and the send value to is set to none. So then if I push a fader, I get the full sweep. If I were to select Arturia and I press that in, now it's waiting for me to open an Arturia plugin. So you see I'll get all of the visual feedback, I will get all of the knobs and faders already assigned, and I can just touch any fader or encoder and it will show me the value. This is a problem when you're running it inside a DAW that does not have an integration script. It is also important to note that your Arturia V Collection plugins need to be at the latest version, so basically the latest rebuilds of these plugins, in order for the Keylab integration to work properly. I opened Arturia Mini V3, and the built-in mapping did not work because it's expecting to see the newest version, which is Mini V4. So if you want to use it with your Arturia plugins natively, or you want to use it inside Analog Lab, make sure that you are up to date and using the latest versions of those plugins. Now, the workaround I discovered only yesterday in a rehearsal is, instead of going into DAW mode, you go to user mode. And now when I open Mainstage, while you'll see that it doesn't show recognizing Mainstage on the screen, all of these encoders and faders are set to a different series of MIDI CC messages that correspond to the standard MIDI CC mapping of most USB or MIDI controllers. So you'll see this first encoder is MIDI CC74, and you'll see that the MIDI port for this encoder is MIDI Keylab 61, not DAW 61. So that's how I've gotten the Arturia Keylab 61 Mark III to play nice within my Mainstage setups. I hope these pieces of advice are helpful to you if you're considering getting the Keylab 61, or if you have one and you've run into the same obstacles and hiccups that I have. My name is David Rishpan. Thank you so much for watching. Please click the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.